pissed him off this morning about the way he's treating you? Wait, why? You guys, I don't think you realize how nice Mason actually is to me. Like, he's so nice to me. Like, on stream he trolls, but off stream he is so nice to me. Like, he's learning, but he's so nice to me. Like, do you guys, he got me flowers. Like, he got me flowers. You know the last time a guy got me flowers? Like, never. Never. That is so sweet.
Watch this insane new thing you can do with this slipstream plus the new gun.
Oh!
Corona yelled at Tfue to get a shotgun, so he did this.
Wait, watch this. I got you, Princess.
No, I just wanted you to pick a fucking combat.
I got you, Princess. Don't worry, you get your way.
Just the combat.
I got you.
Just the combat.
I'll bring it all to the van. I promise.
Just the combat.
I got you on it all, baby.
Dr. Lupo surprises Valkyrie at the 100 Thieves house.
Up in 20 days.
What?
I'll do that in a bit.
Really messy. It's Ben!
Girl, you coming to dinner?
Dinner!
Do you want to go to dinner?
Tim hosted me.
Yo,
Yeah.
come on!
Yeah, so Ben is here.
So, we're in LA
Huh?
Monday.
Monday. Sam's here. No, my room's messy. I'll come down to say hello. And don't look at me.
Watch how Zexro clutches this up when he realizes he didn't pick up the gun.
Whoa!
Watch what Tim the Tatman does when Courage takes the L on him in Fortnite.
Pick up. Oh, that new gun up. Yeah, do it one more time. See what happens. Do it one more time.
Right then, I have found out, apparently, not true, I don't know if it's true or not actually. If I go into a normal game, so we're talking solos, and I just go.
Go get that clip. Who's ever editing this video, please? That needs to be in the video, please. I need that as well.
I'm into my Snapchat. I did you off our story. Right. Don't know who is. Let's add random people and hope they add me back. Hiya. So I think going down this route. So construction site and then that. Right, so we're talking like one right here near enough, then one right over here. So it's got a, and there's one near array, so there's like one near here. So it's like 3, so that's like 90 flipping things. I need to get Charlie if this is true. Is an actual thing, like 30, 60, 90, 120. You could get like 150 right there if I go down that route, and then 180 if I go there as well. That's like near enough. Like it's 1/2 of a gun, fully gold. I'm not even kidding. I've got like, I don't know. I definitely haven't got a lot of things. So I'm glad I found out about there being. Well, I don't know if it's true, but the best thing is that the thing is coming straight over, so I can jump out straight away. He did tell me use that helicopter, but I'm just gonna go on my foot, I guess. So we're talking where my marker is. So just right over here. It's like a little, well, he says, well, I forgot what the name is. It's an inflatable. That's what it is. So it's not very hard to find. As they're pretty big. But I'm pretty sure it's down here. It's normally here. Where's a fucking inflatable? Where's the inflatable? Now let's look at this. So it's like construction sites there, and then the tracks here. It's just like down here somewhere. Could be that. That's blue. Like, may as well take that paint can anyway. I didn't Steam get this one, I'm pretty sure. I watched it last night, but just took a photo, so I'm going off a photo. These inflatables might not even be true, but I know there's 100% one right over here. So if it's not there, well, don't know, to be honest. I'm just going to have to watch this video again. Keep running. If I've actually missed it, that's like, it's normally 30 per, yeah, 30 per inflatable. Let's go to my history. And then...
Today's video was recorded in 4K with the Elgato Gaming 4K 60 Pro. Click my link in the description below if you want to learn more. So just to start things off, I want to show you guys that the thumbnail of this video was not clickbait. I in fact saved over 1,000 paint cans, and I was able to use them all without any problems whatsoever. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to earn anywhere between 120 paint cans to 220 paint cans in a single match. Since the threshold does not matter, you're able to collect as many paint cans as you can as long as the RNG is within your favor. Now, of course, guys, if this video helps you out, take a moment of your time to click that like button down below and subscribe for more awesome videos coming each and every day. So with the Days of Summer event, the blackout map was completely updated. The water was drained in certain areas, bridges were fixed, the dam is under construction once again, and since there are so many parties happening, there were inflatable coolers that were added to the map as well. These
let me see when this
coolers are similar to the golden pots from the St. Patrick's Day event. However, the biggest difference here is these spawn way more frequently, meaning you can get over 200 paint cans in a single match. And unlike the golden pots, once you reach your maximum of 150 cans, for some reason you're still able to pick them up. I really like this feature because if you find something like this, you should be rewarded and able to pick up the cans. Now, I can tell you right now, these are not all of the different spawn locations.
Yeah,
there are plenty more that I don't even know about. The ones that we're going to be focusing on today, though, are the ones that spawn on the outside of buildings, the easiest ones to get to by helicopter, and that way you're able to maximize the amount of cans you're able to get.
Yeah.
Now, I generally follow a pretty simple path every single time I land, and depending on where I land, my main goal is not to suit up and get ready for a fight. My main goal is to find a helicopter and get right into the collecting. One of my favorite spots happens to be a pretty hot spot, and that would be Frank's Woods. There's a helicopter that spawns here. Of course, there's the bandana to do the challenge. But my main goal is not necessarily to get in and fight. I'm just going to go swoop in there, grab the chopper, and start my specific
I don't
path.
think it always spawns.
With this path, you have the ability
but they
to
spawn.
earn up to 220 cans in about 6 minutes time. If you're someone that cares about your kill-death ratio, your win-loss ratio, this may not be the method for you, specifically because you're going to be flying places with a huge target on your back, with no armor, no weaponry. Your main goal is to specifically pick up paint cans at this point. So just a few tips that I would like to give for this particular route that I'm taking. You can see the inflatable coolers from a pretty far distance, so you're not necessarily needing to get out of the helicopter to check certain places. With this method as well, you're only going to want to focus on the coolers that you know are on the outside of buildings before focusing on the ones that are on the inside of buildings. The other thing to take note of, these are not going to spawn in standard supply drop locations or weapon stash locations. These are going to spawn in different areas that we have not seen before. So on the outside of buildings, sitting on porches, you're going to find them next to pizza shops, and just sitting out in random areas that you would not expect to find. Once again, I just want to emphasize this. Once you have 150 cans, you're still able to collect these cans. I don't know.
I have a brief idea where they are, so there's one apparently here. Not there again. But yeah. I'm not gonna have one up scrap. Just keep going.
Sit rep. Potential collapse detected. Relocation to indicated safe zone is advised.
Here we go to get on this. Oh, it's just a decoy, everything. Okay. So, just keep going, just keep going.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
This is a bug. I don't know if this is a glitch. Admittedly, I really don't care. Collecting paint cans is fucking boring as hell. I think everyone can agree to that. This is just an easy way to get there and be done with it super fast. The good news is, if this just in fact is a bug where you're able to hold past the 150 cans, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. These things still spawn in so frequently that you could just get your 150 cans, go use them, come back into a match, get another 150 cans, go use them, come back, rinse and repeat until you finally get all of the cans that you need to complete your dark matter. Now, for those of you that didn't know, I believe it takes about 8,975 cans or something like that. All you have to do is the base weapons and the zombie weapons to get dark matter. You aren't required to do any of the DLC weapons that came out, thankfully. But yeah, this video is really for those of you that are just sick of doing the grind, finding those individual paint.
Call Charlie.
Calling Charlie new.
Yeah, baby. Right, I'm gonna get on call because I can. Nope. Searching new. Hold on. Charlie?
I'm still with my brothers, but when I get home, yeah.
I wasn't about to say that.
What?
I was gonna basically say, if you could come on, but obviously you're your brothers. But there's also a new way to get paint cans, and you can get like, oh, do you know when you can stack 150?
Yeah.
You can stack over.
I can stack over.
Yeah, literally, I just opened this one crate type look-alike thing, and I just got 30 paint cans. It's like an inflatable type thing. Do you want me to send you a video for you to watch it? Yeah.
Submit video.
Hold on. Let me just send you, just so you know it's actually legit. I'm just.
Happy birthday for. When is
And
it?
it's not even in Alcatraz,
Yeah.
Charlie.
What?
It's not even in Alcatraz.
Oh. Happy birthday for next Tuesday.
Yeah, cheers, lad.
Not you, Travis. Jacob.
Oh. It's my birthday too. Okay.
No, it's not.
Here it is.
No, it's not.
Here it is.
No way. You've had your birthday this year.
I know I have. Ow! Stop shooting me! Stop shooting me! Stop! It's just a warning.
Delete video,
Yeah, I have. It's on Messenger, lad.
Oh, you sent it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll watch that and call you back in a bit.
Alright, in a bit, lad.
Right, bye.
Bye bye. I will, in the moment. Juice, sauce, a little bit of dressing, ice, wrist, little bit of flexing. I don't care about you killing me, so please hurry up with it. Why does girls always ask me this? What you look like? Left. Oh well, in the moment. I got 100 merits for pushing top 50. Yes, that's a challenge. That's a 1 tier up now.
Cans. I really like when Treyarch introduces these small little events that allow us to get many paint cans at once, especially since we don't get rewarded with them for winning matches, which I find kind of strange. Either way, it doesn't really matter at this point.
There should have
you guys out, and hopefully you're able to find even more locations that I personally wasn't able to find, because there are so freaking many of them all across the map. And like I said, it's all completely randomized. So some games you might get only 90 cans, other games you'll get up to 220 cans. It's kind of ridiculous how easy it is to find these things just because they spawn in so frequently. And the majority of the time when you find them, they're out of the place where people are going to be. So if you get that helicopter quickly, 9 times out of 10, these things aren't going to be taken. But with that said, I hope you all enjoyed the video today.
5 games equals 1,000, so 5 times 8, it's 40. There's gonna be like 40 games of just getting 200, and I'll be able to get 8,000. That means I'll be able to get stuff. The darkmatter. Doesn't seem a lot though, does it? But it's like 200. And you've got to get it like, that's like what, 4 places? I will know in the motion. Oh yes, this game's good. It's been good to me, but I'm on my. Yo, someone flash me. You, get it. Yo, you're trying to tomahawk people now? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy, you're trash. You stuck it in him, dude. Oh wait, he's actually bleeding. Oh, cover him up. He's squirting out with blood. Let's just like tell my team. Let's go over here.
Consider all contacts hostile.
Right, yeah, people. Let's go construction site.
Victor 1-1 established on drop
Let's
zone.
go.
Mission time clock is live.
Not even going there. Alright. No, I'm gonna go down here real quick. Let's go and loot up over here. Come on, give me the med kit. I'm not even gonna loot up. If I find a gun, I find a gun, but not exactly wanting one. It's not like I need it if I'm going on this little trip. Right. All these cars. You still can't drive. In the mansion. Just, oh, that kid's on my route and someone killed him. I don't think they actually spawn here no more because that one over there is not spawned. 3 games. This one doesn't. I'm gonna be.
Of your time to click that like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome videos coming each and every day. And if you have not yet.
Did he not actually see me? Yeah, he's going on a route too. Yep, it really is. Nice to know you. Leave, Travis. Yeah, just let me leave. That's a quick game. How to get what? Paint cans. Right, yeah. Place.
This is Blackout. What's going on, everybody? This is DK Dynamite, and with the beginning of the Days of Summer event here in Black Ops 4 comes some new summer festivities within Blackout. So within this video, we're going to talk about a new strategy towards unlocking dark matter here within the mode. So as you guys may know, it is required for you guys to get around 8,900 paint cans in order to unlock the dark matter camo in Blackout. If you guys also remember, during the St. Patrick's event, I did a 24-hour stream where I literally just grinded out the pots of gold that could randomly be found around the map during that event to get my hands on about 30 paint cans at a time, along with a cha-ching bag. And then I would also hunt down the rainbow mystery boxes, which also contain a fair amount of paint cans as well, I believe around 40. So with the Days of Summer event, they added back an equivalent to the pot of gold with these blow-up palm trees, which contain 30 paint cans and any random specialist items. So you can find the war machine, the Chin coins, the sparrow, any type of specialist weapon within these blow-up palm trees. So shout out to Prestigious Key for sharing this map in his recent video. I'll have it down below in the description for you guys if you're interested. But it is a map showcasing just about all of the blow-up palm tree locations that he's personally found in the past couple of days. There are, of course, a few more that you probably missed, but some of the spawn locations are the same as the pots of gold, while other spawn locations are quite different from the pots of gold. So it's a bit of a mix and match. And obviously, they won't be in the same place in every game that you play, but they do spawn a little more frequently than the pots of gold did. So your chance of getting dark matter with this strategy is a lot faster. Once again, grab a helicopter and fly around to any one of these locations in every match that you play, and you have the potential to get a couple of hundred.
Oh, there's one there. Yes, I never even saw it.
150 per player.
Yay.
For some reason,
A
there's a
t-shirt.
bug going on right now.
It's for Mason.
Which allows you to go past
Wake
that
to
capacity
sleep.
and get over 1,000. So take advantage of that glitch while you guys can, and once they patch it, it'll eventually go back to the original.
Yes, it's 30 peaks.
Capacity.
I'm gonna just drop there,
at this moment in time,
and then
you could definitely take
hopefully
advantage of these blow-up
helicopter
countries and get lots of paint
drops,
cans in every game that you play, and finish almost a couple of weapons in just a single day of playing Blackout. But besides the blow-up palm trees, as you guys saw on screen, there are a couple of other additions to the Blackout map that were added in thanks to Days of Summer, and even thanks to Operation Spectre Rising that I did.
Right, I see a car that I can get in, definitely. I just need to try.
Parties, balloons, tables, various different things.
Right, if I was an inflatable, where would I be? I don't think it's here. Right, let's just give it a brief look out. Nope, it's not there. Next location, please. It's just up here. Shit. That's 3 locations, it's not in. Even getting 30 a game is like playing one good game at Alcatraz. To me anyway. Come on, get off, yeah. That's what I want. Can we go back? It's like right there anyway. Right, this one. Already been used. It was here though. It's in the woods, like really far. It's like, it's not a good picture to be honest. Well, there's one there and there's one right over here. Let's go to this one right over here. It's about here.
Supply drop inbound.
can it not get up? No, let's just have a little scout. Well, the dinner party's right, like the party's here. There's one on the side right here-ish. Let's go to there now. Right, we're already here. Right. Even if it's being used, show what it is. So at least I know.
Be advised. Further collapse expected. Relocate to safe zone.
Did I kill him? No, I don't think I did. So that's 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. Well, that's 150 there. And there's one there. That'd be 180 after all in locations. Oh, he sent me something. I will cash in my into my ass to the dash, you know. Wait, I actually got one. I actually got a kill. I got it with the thing. I didn't shoot anyone. That's pretty fucking funny. Again, let's go. How many are we on? 76.
To fit the summer aesthetic, but we also have the addition of the Hawk. Now, the Hawk itself is from multiplayer that, of course, belongs to the Outrider, and when you use it, you can actually pinpoint where enemies are. It'll mark them on your map, but as opposed to multiplayer, when you put the Hawk away, you won't have that red box around the enemy as you would in multiplayer when you put it away. So when you put it away in Blackout, you will no longer see that red box. So the only problem with this is you have to keep it out and mark your enemies to know exactly where they're at. I believe if your teammates are in range to the Hawk, they can also see that red box as well. So it's definitely helpful for spotting out campers, snipers, people inside different rooms you don't have access to. Pretty damn useful. And they also added the dart to, I believe, the beginning of Operation Spectre Rising last last month, which is also pretty fun to use, but could be quite annoying since it is, I believe, an insta-down on most enemies if they have a limited amount of health. So I'll put a clip of that on screen as well. Now, aside from that, I also covered the new game mode they added in with Days of Summer known as Ground War. I showed some gameplay of that in a previous video, but I'll put another clip of that here on screen today. It's a 50v50 mode, pretty slow pace to be honest, but could be a guaranteed win for you even if you are just a decent player. So if you haven't unlocked the woods yet, make sure to get your hands on the Bandcamp, which will be located in the forest, and get yourselves what could almost be a guaranteed win when you play Ground War, because not only do you have to fly a helicopter, but you do have to win a match to unlock him. So very good opportunity to get your hands on him while Ground War is still in blackout. But speaking of helicopters, they also added in the attack chopper within this new update. And to be quite honest with you, it is pretty useless. And I'll have a clip of that here on screen to show you my frustration with the chopper gunner itself. Not only do you have to have someone fly for you so you can use it, but the chopper gunner itself has pretty bad hit detection, and it almost feels like a VKM. Very slow, doesn't do much damage. You can shoot enemies point blank and they almost won't die. So it's pretty damn annoying. I would not recommend wasting your time trying to use this thing, but it's almost as useless as the bolt they added in. I believe it was last operation with a turret on it as well. So there's absolutely no incentive in getting a headache trying to get a kill with this damn chopper gunner. It's not needed for anything around the map. Nobody has the time to use it. And for the most part, when you do get in this chopper, the chances of somebody getting a rocket launcher and shooting you down is pretty damn high. So it's almost useless even trying to use this thing. But let me know what you think of all these updates with Days of Summer down below in the comment section. This has been DK Dynamite. Check out links down below in the description, and peace out, everyone.
So I can see from back it's not behind here. Could be inside though, but...
What is this? Where are we?
In your dream, Arif.
For the past couple of weeks, we've really been looking at the backstory of the Black Ops 4 specialist characters, and even some of the character of Recon in Black Ops 4. And from everything you guys have shown me on those videos, you've been coming out and watching them, hitting that like button, and it's very clear that you guys want me to continue this. So today, we are going to be diving into the backstory of, in my opinion, the darkest character in all of Black Ops, and that is Firebreak. Now, as always, if you enjoy this type of backstory video, diving in depth to the characters of the Black Ops series, be sure to hit that like button and let me know who or what you would like to see me explore next. Now, in Black Ops 4, we get an extremely dark cutscene about Firebreak, but it doesn't really give us too much information as to who he is until the very end of the cutscene. There's a little 2-second clip of him walking down this road here, and this little clip actually gives us way more information than the entire cutscene itself. So that is what we are going to be exploring in this video today. Now, before we get to that point, though, we first have to understand who Firebreak actually is and dive in a little bit to his backstory. But guys, before the video starts, I just wanted to say thanks to GT Omega Racing for sending me this chair. There's actually a first link down in the description. If you go check out their website, it helps me out a lot. If you're in the market for a chair, planning on buying one, if you use coupon code DINK, I think you save 5 or 10%. So if you're in the market, go check them out. They're incredibly comfortable. And my chair doesn't squeak anymore, so that's always a good thing when recording video. I may have butchered that, but he is originally from Prague. Now, Christoph doesn't have the best upbringing, so you know what, I'll just let him describe it to you.
My family, lots to tell. My mother left because my father was a drunk. No surprise, I acted out every chance I could.
So as far as Firebreak goes, when he was very young, his mother left, his dad was a drunk, and this is where the cutscene from Call of Duty Black Ops 4 kind of comes in. We get to see Firebreak out on some sort of mission, destroying evidence, killing people who are already dead, when he finds this really creepy doll, and it kind of causes a flashback to happen, in which you see his father kind of beating his sister, and then he, of course, gets really pissed off, and then in the cutscene, starts his dad on fire, and then as the cutscene goes on, you get to see him and his sister walking away from a burning building with his dad literally burning alive inside, then eventually jumping out of a window to his death. It's incredibly dark and disturbing, but the weird part is is this actually isn't what happened in the Black Ops storyline. This is what Firebreak wishes happened. Now, how do I know this? Firebreak actually tells you what really happened in the transmissions in Black Ops 3.
A few months later, after my father had passed out for night in customary stupor, my sister suggested we rid ourselves of the old man for good. Seemed like a good idea. I took his lighter from table and set fire to the chair he was snoring in. This was when plan go bad. He woke up, screamed, and ran from room, knocking over spirits on table. Sprayed fire all over the place. Fire is fickle thing. You think you understand it, then it begs to differ. Father ran from house, sister got badly burned, I ended up in juvenile care facility.
So really, either of these things could be a lie, the transmission could be a lie, or the cutscene could be a lie. Personally, I believe that the cutscene is what he wishes happened. As we know, his father escaped, and he actually ended up burning his sister, wound up in a juvenile corrections facility, and because of that, ended up joining the military. So as we can tell from that part, Firebreak has really had a rough upbringing, and it's kind of odd that he visualizes something different happening than it actually did in the cutscene there. But the rest of the cutscene is a little bit of a mystery as well. Before the whole flashback happens, Firebreak is on some sort of mission in an old abandoned building to burn people who are already dead, almost like hiding evidence. The question is, why? Throughout the building he's walking through, we can see several biohazard symbols throughout the wall, but really, what is going on in this building? So to understand what Firebreak is doing here, we first have to understand his military background and why he started doing what he actually does with the Purifier, aka his flamethrower.
The job I do, it's not for everyone. It's close-up work. You get to see what you do. You can't deny it. You can't unsee or unsmell it. Used to be, I'd RTB. And the smell of burned flesh would be so strong, I wouldn't be able to eat. Doesn't bother me anymore. And as you can see, I normally get table to myself. I like to think I'm a problem solver. Enemy has you pinned down? Give me a minute. No problem. Choke point needs choking? Flame? No problem. Hostile sniper using a building as nest? Give me 5 minutes. No building, no problem. You see the trend?
Now, as far as when we look at the bio in Black Ops 4, what we can actually see here is his designation is called area denial. In other words, he is to deny people areas of battlefield or stop people from going to a certain destination, essentially using fire. But clearly in this cutscene here, that is not what he is doing. He is destroying evidence or killing people who are already dead. So let's address the question, what is going on in this mission? And once again, it all comes down to that very last scene that we are shown at the end of the cutscene here. And from this image here that we are looking at, we are able to very, very clearly see two very visible landmarks. The first of which, on the right side of the screen, we have a giant Ferris wheel. Then on the left-hand side of the screen, we appear to have 3 high-rise buildings with a piece of land or a ship or something like that on.
There are 6 sirens in the universe. I used to be one of them. My name is Lilith, and I need you.
Now, as it just so happens, there was a map in Black Ops 3 with all of these landmarks on it as well. If we go to Aquarium in Black Ops 3, on one side of the map, we can once again see this exact same Ferris wheel. On top of that, to the other side of the map, we can also see 3 high-rise buildings with that same sort of structure, ship, or whatever it is on top of them. But one of the buildings is a little bit destroyed. And finally, a building that we haven't talked about yet, this really odd structured round-shaped building, is found right below those 3 high-rise buildings, can also be seen in the scenery that Firebreak is walking through. Now, what we can take away from this is Aquarium takes place years after Firebreak's cutscene, and the reason why we know that is because the Ferris wheel is covered in vines and foliage. The 3 high-rise buildings, one of them is completely destroyed, and on top of that, everything just looks more disheveled in the Aquarium map. On top of that, we can take away that the cutscene that Firebreak is in actually takes place in Singapore, reason being, that's where Aquarium is. And as it turns out, we can actually take this a step further. In Black Ops 3, there is another map that takes place in Singapore called Evac. And as it turns out, on Evac, once again, there is a Ferris wheel you can see off in the distance. But on top of this, it gets even crazier, because throughout this map, there are things like hazmat suits, signs saying quarantine zone, but even further, there is the exact same biohazard symbol as there is in Firebreak's cutscenes in Black Ops 4. So we know where he is. Firebreak is in Singapore in this cutscene. We know he is burning dead bodies out of quarantine zones. The question is, why? Honestly, we don't get very much information about this, but we can deduct some things from other characters' stories in Black Ops 4 and a little bit of real-life information. So first of all, why would you burn a dead body in real life? Really, there's only one main reason, and that's to prevent the spread of disease. The main circumstance we have in today's society where that happens is burning dead bodies that had Ebola, because it's one of the rare diseases that is actually easily spread through dead bodies to live people. Of course, there are other diseases as well. That's just the most common one we see today. However, if we go and read Recon Specialist's story, he goes on and talks about how a virus has been spread throughout the world in the year 2038. And it spreads throughout most of the southern hemisphere. Now, Singapore isn't in the southern hemisphere. However, it is very, very close to the equator, which means it is very possible that Singapore was plagued by the same virus, and Firebreak has been sent in to destroy the dead bodies and essentially try to cleanse Singapore of this virus. Based on all of that information, that is what is going on in Firebreak's cutscene. The one part to this day that I still don't understand is why Firebreak's flashback of killing his father is actually different than what happened in real life. If you have any input or ideas as to why that is different, feel free to let me know down in the comments, because I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say. Personally, my favorite part of this whole thing is how they have linked the multiplayer maps in Black Ops 3, especially the ones in Singapore, to the specialist story of Firebreak. I think it's really cool what they did there. But guys, that is Firebreak's backstory. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, I would very much appreciate it if you could hit that like button. It also shows me that you want to see more videos like this one where we take a deep dive into some character's background or the story of Black Ops 4. So like I said, if you enjoy it, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. And if you want to stay up to date on all my videos, the best way to do so is hit that subscribe button and make sure you have notifications turned on. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars.
Keep going.
Oh, I remember this. You chuck him off. You've got to melee him. Yep. And then the building falls down. And you grab him. You let go of him.
Mitchell, pull me up. I'm not letting go. You got to pull me up. Mitchell, there's only 2 choices. You either pull me up, or this whole building goes down and we go down with it. Mitchell! What are you doing? Mitchell! I gave you that arm. Mitchell, I gave you a second chance.
This is an advanced warfare. Falls down, nuclears, and obviously dies. Not because of the flames, but I'm guessing he dies with the flames before he even falls down. So, yeah.
I've got you, mate. I've got you. It was only gonna end one way for it. You think because you say nothing.
I didn't play this one.
You are strong. 貴様は強くない。強情なやつめ。Don't tell him a fucking thing. 米兵どもはみんなこうなのか。二人とも殺せ。Go to hell. 貴様は強くない。Miller, you're okay. Thank God. We're gonna make them pay for what they've done. Fuckers.
Grab a rifle. We're gonna tear this place apart. Robot, signal the strike team.
Is this in World War II? I don't know if that was. I don't think it was actually in World War II. Right, is that in Ghosts? Because it kinda looks like it.
Price, the meeting is underway.
Yeah,
Enemy
I think it is.
transport sighted entering the target area. The wind's getting a bit choppy. You can compensate for it, or you can wait it out. But he might leave before it dies down. That's your call. Remember what I taught you. Keep in mind variable humidity and wind speed along the body's flight path. At this distance, you'll also have to take the Coriolis effect into account.
That's
Okay, I think I see him. Wait for my mark. Target acquired. I have a positive ID on Imran Zakhaev. Steady. Keep an eye on that flag. Watch for any change in wind speed and direction. Target down. I think you blew off his arm. Shock and blood loss will take care of the rest. Shut that onto us. Take out that helicopter. It'll buy us some time. Great shot, Lieutenant. Now let's go. They'll be searching for us. It's time to move. We'll have to take a shortcut. Follow my lead.
I don't know what that is. I didn't play this one. Actually, I think I did, but I didn't play this.
Listen, with me? Tarkovich is fucking us. We all fucked and we knew it. No, I can hear it. It's Bowman sobbing. He giving up. Who could fucking blame him? Bowman! Tired. Is this one in? You don't mean that, Bowman! Fuck you, Charlie! Bowman, don't! You dead American! Последний шанс. Играй. Или умирай. You don't scare me. Communist piece of shit. Bowman! Bowman! You fucking son of a bitch! Next! I'm gonna kill you all! Don't you touch me! What?
me that.
You can't kill me! You shoot, Gia, you shoot! Fuck! This time, do it. Aim line! Ready. Play.
Why would they actually give you a gun?
6 and 8 o'clock.
You're awake. Good. Nice to have the family back together, isn't it? We're just missing our quiet friend. Where's Keegan? You know I'm not telling you a damn thing. No? Let's see if I can change your mind. Easy, Junior. I ain't even started with you yet. Logan, look at me. Look at me, son. That's right. You look at me. That's it. Show him how much pain he's causing.
Bitch.
Funny thing
Get the
about
fuck
your old
out.
man,
Don't try to take me out like
his men
that.
die to save his own.
Slow, bro.
Damn it, Rourke. This is between you and me. Leave my voice out of it. You're talking to a superior, Lieutenant. Show some discipline. You were never one of us. You're not a ghost.
That's some good. Wait,
That's just 'cause
I
I'm
played
better
that,
than
hold
you.
on.
I've always been better than you. But you call yourself a ghost?
I'm pretty sure I've seen that scene
You're
before.
nothing. You and your sons are dead. Your name dies with you. Oh, he's still got a little life in him. Didn't he ever tell you not to aim guns at people? They can go off. That's it. Just a little more. That way. Come on. Point it. Damn it. Logan! Logan! You got fire in you, kid. I like that. Risking your life to protect your captain. You could learn something from him, Elias. He's my son. Yeah? And he's gonna get to watch you die. No! No! God! I'll kill you here! I'll kill you, son of a bitch! I'll kill you! Motherfucker! I'm proud of you, Logan. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, 'cause he dies. Yep.
Right, Elias. I'm not a ghost. I'm the man that hunts them and sends them back to the other side.
Yeah, I've seen this. Oh. People come after you. Yeah. Mhm. Everyone hang on. Oh yeah, 'cause yeah. That's funny. Choose. I'm just gonna grind it. Oh, well, I'm in a bit, so yeah. I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna eat some food, breakfast, or whatever. I'll start recording maybe in a bit.